Do we have a clicker? That's the question. Maybe.
You have a clicker? How's everybody doing?
Yay!
How amazing. How amazing is this waking up together, guys? So we got a little time here to work with you guys, and thank you. Hopefully get it going. It's an honor. So grateful to be here. So good to share with you. We've gone deep with some of you already in activations and just sharing little times here and there. And it's amazing the tribe this place attracts. We're so grateful to be here.
Yes, we're excited to ground today into evolutionary business. And what does that really mean? We invite you to open your own consciousness to maybe some different thoughts and ideas and methods and modalities that you've accessed before. And when we tune into this for us, evolutionary business is really something which comes from within. It's a deep understanding that if there's a system that you're not in alignment with, then that's not outside of you. And the more that we go in and shift this from the inside out, the more power we have to shift the system on the outside.
Yes, evolutionary business is unveiling your blind spots, whatever is holding you back, knowing that your business is just a result of that inner work. How aligned are you with the highest version of yourself?
Exactly. And evolutionary business is truly about committing so deeply to your sense of purpose, the reason that you're put here on the planet.
Evolutionary business is being as raw and real as you can with yourself, owning anything that's coming that's not aligned, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. How are you breathing? How are you moving? How do you look at people? How do you stand? How do you walk? How are you when nobody's watching?
Exactly, and evolutionary business is being okay to walk left when everyone else is walking right. It's okay to do the things that other people tell you can't do, but deep down you know that you're here to maybe be the one in your family, in your community that actually stands up and does something differently.
Evolutionary business is trusting your gut, knowing what feels right and what doesn't feel aligned with you. Being able to cut with anyone that is not aligned with your highest purpose. Knowing that all the answers we're looking for outside are inside of us. So there's no need to fight. There's no need to struggle. There's no need to do a revolution outside of us. It's an inner revolution that we're doing. It's an inner awakening, bringing the system out of our system in order to evolve.
Exactly, and that's what we hope to dive into today with you. Actually, not just talking with you, but actually going deeper into a conversation and an activation to get you lit up and aligned to stepping forward into whatever business looks like for you. You may just be starting out, you may be scaling your business right now, but we want to give you some practical tools and strategies in order to do that from the inside out. Sound good? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
All right, thank you all. So very fast, who are we? I'm going to start very fast, just like, so we know each other. I am as rebel as all of you. I've been a rebel all my life. It's been all my life fighting with the system. Since I remember, it was like, Mom, why is the system like this? Why are people fighting? Why is there money? Why? I don't understand. I didn't understand how everything moved. And at 9 years old, my brother got sick. He was dying. 1 year, said that the doctor said he's got 1 year, he's gone. And we looked with shamans, with healers, anything we could to break out from this belief. And now 40 years after, he's got half of his body dead, but he walks 15 kilometers a day. He is the most blissful being in the planet that I know. He laughs all the time. He's so happy. And that got me going like, there is so many beliefs. There's so many patterns. There are so much bullshit being taught out there that are limit us from our full potential. So that got me going into study everything I could, start to embody everything I could in order to share with the world and awaken how many people I could. That was my mission. I'm like, I'm done with this. And I got so deep into it that at 17 years old, I was fighting too much with the system. I felt I lost the battle, and I got lost in partying, How many have you got lost in partying a little bit, right? Substances and kind of forgetting about it and kind of like, it's not there, it's impossible. It's still there, right? You come back and it's still there and it's worse than ever. So for me, it's like, it's not there. Let me wake up. I need to see why. What is that gap inside of me that I'm not feeling, that I'm trying to fill with drugs or stuff from outside? And that really got me into the inner revolution, waking up from inside, seeing how the system was ingrained inside of me. I started doing like fasting, all the shit that I was talking about that was part of the system and capitalism, everything I was criticizing was inside of me. Even though I was fasting for so long, where does that come from? What do they put in this food that make you be hypnotized with it? That you get attached to it, even thinking that you are going away from the system is inside of you. So I started finding all of this in food, in all the commercial stuff, in the air that I breathe, everything. I started clearing in any way I could in order to break free. And I still do. I still am. Every day it's like, okay, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. And every way I could. Studied with shamans for 20 years. I've done all the stuff that I could in personal development, in alchemy, in ways to release this and start really living from my highest self in order to help others do the same. So more or less, that's my story. That's why I'm here. That's why I love you all, because I know all of you are here to rock the world in the best way possible.
Totally.
Thank you.
Yes. And it's so awesome to do it together.
Yes.
My story is a little bit different. I was very unconsciously in the system and born into that, a very loving family who believed I should go to school and get good grades and work really hard and get a degree, and the rest of the story that's laid out, right? And so I was studying architecture at the time because I really had no idea what I wanted to do. My dad told me I should do that. And I had a moment that woke me up, and I was in a lecture theatre, and the lecturer took us through an inner process, a visualization that got us to picture our lives 20 years out as the architect that we were born to be. And everyone got super inspired, and I felt sick to my stomach. I saw like the worst case scenario. I saw myself in a job at like 11:30 p.m. detailing the corner of a window that I didn't care about. Like, it was really bad. And so I got up and I left, and I decided, okay, I'm going to figure out, how do I create a life of freedom? How do I create a life that I'm in love with? I was starting to look for answers to many of the questions that have been thrown around in this space. I wish I had this space 10 years ago. And what's interesting is I started finding answers, but I was still looking within the system, right? I was studying wealth creation and investing in property and all these things to create success inside the same system I was trying to get out of. And it wasn't until I sidestepped and I had a mentor tell me that 80% of this game is internal and everything on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. It was in that moment that everything started to shift. So that threw me into NLP and hypnosis and energy work and so many cool things which allow us to literally impact millions of people. We do it online, we do it through live retreats, and we have a lot of fun waking up the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo! All right, guys. So today we want to share with you the 3 pillars that we feel of evolutionary business that are so important, right? And the first one, just to start, is awareness. Can we be raw and real as much as possible? It's part of the system, is put this mask. Oh, I'm this, I'm having the best time ever. My family is perfect, everything's perfect. Keep everything under the pillow. Where does that come from? What am I gonna go? Where am I going to go to the next level if I can't acknowledge that I'm not feeling good with my health? I'm not feeling good with my partner right now. There's stuff that's just not flowing. I'm not feeling good with my work. Even though I'm making tons of money, I feel empty. When are we going to get real and say, this is not okay? You're not going to change it if you look somewhere else. So number 1, awareness. Are you living in your highest purpose? Are you embodying your highest truth? Are you fully committed to embody that no matter what?
Exactly. And the second layer to awareness is getting super clear on where you're actually going. It's not enough to be out there and say, I want freedom, right? Or I want success, or I want to create wealth. Whatever it is for you, you've got to get clear and specific. Too many people aren't receiving what they desire to manifest because they never actually put the details on the floor and go, that's it, and create their claim around that. So you've got to get clear on this. And we want to give you this system so you can use this in every layer of business. And the secret is you can actually use it in any area of your life. We're going to focus in on business today when we do the activation. But we want you to be able to use this and go home and start asking yourself, okay, cool, step one, tune into the awareness. Where am I actually at right now? Raw and real. Where do I desire to be? And get clear and specific on this. This process, guys, if you do it correctly, will change everything. And you don't need to go and meditate for 10 hours. This can literally be 10 minutes and it's done. Yeah.
Yes. And the way you start awareness is stop. Stop everything. Try, if you see yourself fighting and like criticizing and judging and now I'm going to do that because the system is this and the government, and that's just a reaction, guys. You're depending on the government the same as the people that are following everything like sheep. It's the same thing because you're mirroring it. So it's not coming from a reflection. Don't depend on the government. Forget about that. Connect. What is your truth? It's not related to them or not. Don't give them energy. Not fighting, nor following them. So that's awareness. Stop it and say, what do I feel right now? What is my next step? What is my next call? What is the next in my life? And that's where everything starts changing. And that's where we start with alchemy.
Exactly. And whether you're aware of it or not, you're actually all alchemists right now. Who's had a terrible day and they wake up and they're in a bad mood and they hit their toe and they start driving to work and then they're late to work, and right, who's had a day like that? It's like everything spirals, right? Here's the thing, most people don't realize that you're actually in control of that day. And at any moment in time, you can actually stop and change your own state. You can change your own vibe. You can change your own frequency. You can literally alchemize the situation from the inside out. And this may seem really complicated, but it's as simple as asking yourself, what is currently blocking me or stopping me from this pillar of awareness and this vision, this dream, this goal that I'm choosing right now? And again, you have to be humble and you've got to be honest with this. You've got to look at yourself from the inside out and be like, well, you know what? I'm scared. There's fear. I'm worried. If I create this much success in cryptocurrency, then what will people think about me here? And I'm worried because there's self-doubt under the surface and I keep sabotaging things in my life. Like, you've got to see it from the inside out, and from, again, awareness. This is when you start actually shifting it and alchemizing it and shifting the energy to be energy and motion that's actually useful to you.
Yes. So every time you feel your business can grow, can expand, there's more, and it's not happening, look inside. Ask, what inside of me is stopping this? What is that creating that reflection outside of me? You will receive the answer. It's all inside. And it happens, mind has been set, not only in your brain, it's in your nervous system. It's to the tip of your toes, to the tip of your fingers, to the crown, to the hair that I don't have, but it's there, you know? It's everywhere, guys. Your unconscious mind has been set in your system. If you don't commit to let go of the unconscious mind and bring it out of your body, liberate your body. Your body is a channel of energy. It's a channel of manifestation. If you commit to release it from all the patterns that have been set from the brain to the nervous system, back to the brain, you keep acting the same way, you keep speaking the same way, you keep thinking the same way, you keep always having the same results. So the moment you stop and you say, I'm committed, I'm going to alchemize, I'm going to release whatever is holding me back in every layer of my being. And that's when you start seeing results in your business. That's when you start opening up to new ideas, to your inner genius starts coming up, and it's like, how do you think genius are out there? They're not copying anyone. They're not looking, what are they going to do the same as other people? They come through. The channel is open because they have released whatever has held them back, whatever they have learned. It's about unlearning for us to clear the slate and create our own reality.
Yes, absolutely. And then this is where we start going into the third pillar, which is alignment. And this is where you start gathering your awareness and your alchemy. And from this place, you go into deeper energetic alignment of what you're calling in. Now, what does this actually look like? Because I know alignment is a word that's thrown around a lot these days. Alignment for us and for you guys, if you're using this system, is simply connecting and materializing and bringing forth the version of you that you choose to bring to the table, the version of you that easily embodies what you're looking to manifest. Because we don't necessarily get in life what we do, but we do receive who we are. And if we received what we were doing, then everyone working like really, 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 really long hours, really hard right now, would have everything they want. But last time I checked, that's just not the case. So how do you do this? You start asking yourself, how does this version of me, the version of me that's in alignment, that's connected to my vision, who's manifesting it right now, how do they show up in the world? How do they walk? How do they talk? What do they think about? How do they act? What do they boldly say yes to? And what do they boldly say no to? And what kind of people are they around? And what kind of people are they no longer around, right? What do you put in your body? How much energy do you have every single day? Guys, this is cultivated from the inside out. Who was in the opening ceremony, by the way? Amazing. You guys, that process that we went through, right, where we pulled up the screen and we saw everything, all you were doing is connecting to a version of you that had already done this. And this is available to you at any time. You don't need that big process here in the room, right? Think about this. If you take yourself back 5 years ago, you were still you, right? And now speed yourself up to now, you're still you. You're just a better, more evolved, obviously better looking version of yourself, because that's how it works, right? Yes. All the women are like, yes. And then if we take ourselves out to 5 years out from now, you're still going to be you, right? You're just a more evolved version of yourself. So you can either be like every other human and just wait out those 5 years and eventually get there, or you can condition yourself to connect with that version of yourself each and every single day with how you walk and talk and breathe and act. And that comes from you doing this from the inside out. Are you guys picking up what we're putting down? Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
So alignment is how are you also when nobody's watching, guys? We're so good to like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing this, fuck the system. But then underneath we're like eating this and doing that and watching this and supporting that. Where is the coherence? Where is the integration? Right? We all play that game. Come on, let's get real, man. Yeah. Right? That's why we laugh and it's okay, we're human. But really, like, observe every thought, every moment, every breath. How are you breathing? Are you breathing right now? Let's breathe together. Let it go. Breathe. Hold it. Zip it in. Zip it in. Expand it. Let it go. That's resetting your nervous system. One more. Inhale. Zip it in. Relax. And let it go. How does that feel? Just that, man. It's simple.
Just that.
Boom.
Just that. So now let's activate some of this. Does that sound good?
Want to activate?
Okay.
Yeah?
We have limited time with you guys, so this is like a quantum accelerated activation. So step number 1, right, we're going to tune into awareness. Simply focus right now on where you're at in your business, in your life. It might be an emerging business, it might be your career, it might be scaling. Wherever you're at right now, just tune into that. Get raw and real with it. And now simply get clear on where do you want to be. Get clear and specific around this. What is the dream, the goal, the vision? How are you going to measure that? You can write it down if you want, or simply pop it in your mind. That's all we need.
Beautiful. So going quantum here. Let's release alchemy. Now feel what is holding you back. What is that procrastination? What is that self-sabotage? What are those thoughts that keep coming? I'm not good enough. I won't make it. Whatever the story is just a story, guys. That's not your highest self. That's just story, and you can release that. So let's release it very fast, right? Let's call in the quantum field to do this. But it's all stored here. You know, your core. This is your hara. This is your core. This is your mansion of power, right? So let's work it out. Let's relax a little bit. Open your arms. Navel in when you exhale. So take a deep inhalation. Exhale deep. It's like cutting sword. Cutting whatever is not in the truth. Inhale. Cut it out. Clear it. Keep going. Little faster. Seven more. Exhale all the air out. Keep it out, keep it out, keep it out. Inhale, arms up. Zip it in. Stretch it. Smile if you can. Remember your intention. What are you calling in? And now receive. Close your eyes. Just feel, observe, enjoy.
And from this place, as you keep your eyes closed, go ahead and simply pull up an image of yourself, knowing that you're connecting right now with a higher facet of yourself, a version of you that is easily able to walk and talk and think and act in total alignment with the frequency required in order to pull forward your manifestations with ease, with grace, and with flow. Now take that version, you may see it, you may feel it, you may just simply know you are connecting to it right now, and turn it into a ball of golden white light. That's it. Allow the ball to spin faster and faster and faster and faster. And now bring it up so it's hovering just above you and just before you. And now simply go ahead and drop the ball down, allowing it to drop down into your field, into your body, through your head, through your crown, coming down through your throat, settling gently within the field of your heart, and allowing it to implode into every single cell of your being right now. Knowing that this is done, it is done, it is done, fully integrated and activated in the highest way possible. That's it. Beautiful. So gently coming back into the space, into the room, knowing this is a simple and easy process. You guys can do this. You can imagine the ball of golden light and drop it down, or you can just simply connect with the version of you that you know you need to bring from the table, from the inside out. So we've loved being here with you guys today. We have a small gift for you. This is a free training. If you want to go deeper into these tools, we literally had 20 minutes to get this done. So if you guys want to jump into that, feel free. But we love you so much. Yes.
So much, guys. Thank you all for your presence and your commitment. Thank you.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.